Welcome back to Level Up TV then for this third map in the HoQ TDM League. Team Evo versus LE with me, Disrepute, and my good friend Vor.
Huh? Are we friends?
Still here. You're still here, lad, aren't you? We're still friends. Well, I hope so. Got your birthday present ready and all.
What is it?
Well, I'd be telling, wouldn't it? You just have to wait till your birthday.
Some friend you are.
Wait till your birthday, mate. Looking at the Team Zor DM Dance and Fears for Evo, and Brescia, Kinku, Chubbs, and Spawns for LE. Dreadful Place is going to be this third map, and Decider. Dan's getting a lovely spawn. All that armour, red armour, a couple of shards, and a plasma. Totally unpressured as well. Wow, really nice first bit of plasma. Didn't really follow it up with the end kill before he lost all of his stack. 3 seconds to go until this next raid anyway. 30 seconds the quad could spawn out. We don't know the first quad time, but 30 seconds to the end of the minute is the initial spawn. And on this map you want to get there early. There it is, up. Zor's got it, and look at his stack. How's he managed that?
Some kind of armor cheats.
Wow, that's really nice play. Almost gets ambushed. Wow. Seemed like a pretty lucky spawn there for Chubbs to MG him down, but worked out well, getting the frag. Who's going to be a favourite then for this map?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we saw on the single power-up map that TE were very organised and set up their quads well. I mean, maybe that'll be the difference. Maybe it was just, you know, they made bad choices on which power-up they wanted to go for, and the double power-up, you know, that isn't an issue on this map. So it'll be interesting to see. I tip Evo just about though. Close game though, I hope.
DM just waiting over this rail position now. This map. Key attributes of this map are the fact that the rail and the LG are in contestable areas between the two sides of the map. Something I definitely like about the design of maps is when the weapons are the contestable items rather than the armors as such. And those key weapons, rail and LG, opposite ends of the map. You have to split your team really.
Not about opposite.
One's north, one's south.
No, one's middle, one's on the right if you're at the red, and left if you're at the mega.
Yes, I guess they're not extreme
and
ends of the map.
And you're forgetting another major weapon disc, you know, the weapon that built the Quake franchise, the rocket launcher. Where's that disc? That's on the other side of the map to the rail. Okay?
By the yellow armor.
Understand me? Yes, by the yellow armor. There is TE, you know, who's got this set up at quad, just as I predicted. But, you know...
Oh my god, just saved it! Clutch rail there. That'd be a holy shit in CTF.
It would be. Maybe they should implement that for TDM. Feel left out otherwise.
What would you call it?
Holy shit.
Oh.
Or denied. Doesn't it say denied actually? It used to in Quake 3.
Oh, maybe it... Yeah, maybe it did then, but obviously we don't hear it.
Yeah.
Spec, that's a shame. Should be spec wide really, shouldn't it?
This is one of those things I can't remember if it says it or not.
Yeah, I think with you
personally I never really
it's
get
grabbed.
denied.
Yeah,
I always either pick it up or I'm nowhere near it on the other side of the map, thinking, lol, my team can get it instead.
It's hiding in a corner.
That's why actually goes through my mind, lol, I'll let my team get it, lol.
Some loller skates.
I actually say it in my mind, lol.
You don't even say LOL, you say lol as a word.
Yeah.
It is a word,
isn't
yeah.
it?
It got added last year.
Did it?
Yeah, Oxford English
Fuck.
Dictionary. And obviously you can say things like lolling. It's a legitimate word.
I'm lolling at this game I'm playing.
Brescia lolling around.
Game.
With Mega now to his name, lightning gun rail in his possession. Playing the yellow kind of area. Viable tactic?
Yeah, sure. I mean, a key moment here will be, does he time this red correctly? Because if he gives away his stack without getting the red, well, that puts him in a terrible position now. Red will go to Team Evo. They'll have an advantage of armor when it comes to setting up this quad, and we could be looking at LE having to make another last-ditch attempt to get in, which is more likely to give away frags than secure them.
I'm going to cycle away, have a little look at what's going on inside. Well, I'm following Chubbs now, trying to move in, walks right into a rocket. Dance kind of bottles it and backs off.
Leaves his teammates to defend it. He's confident in their ability. He's confident in their ability.
Wow, Zor's
misplaced confidence though, because they don't come away with that quad.
Yeah, Zor was instantly dispatched as soon as he picked it. But most of the frags you do get from quad defense on this map, in the quad zone, rather than the actual quad run itself. So
that is true. So it's not the end of the world. Exactly. They didn't come away with nothing. They've come away with a 15 frag lead this early on in this game. Only a quarter of it played.
Pretty heroic, if you ask me.
Pretty heroic, and no, the thing Ellie have to be careful of here is not giving away too many frags, and all of a sudden they're almost 20 behind, and you can't let the score get out of hand in a short space of time. You've got to keep things close, keep your discipline, play the yellow, play the mega, look for opportunities to get in at the red and steal that away, but don't just give away frags needlessly like Chubbs did then.
Dan's picking up this red. A minute before quad, you expect to get a couple more reds in.
Yeah.
So it's worth not moving out too much until another player's got a red, I'd say. But well, I guess he had to challenge for that railgun position. He did come out on top as well, but he's left with 16 health. There's a lightning gun there. God! I think he was desperate for his teammate to go and get it, but communicating through pointing doesn't really work.
It does if you're all at land.
It does if you've got laser sights engaged.
Laser sights? Team Laser Sniper from Left 4 Dead? Yep, I remember.
That's how we roll. 20 seconds before quad, we should see teams setting up there now. I'm going to cycle around a little bit, see if anybody is there. Well, the main man, DM, we see him there every time.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to, bring it back after a pretty poor performance by him on Purgatory. He had such a good DM20, he'll be hoping to have the same sort of game on this map.
Wow, Zor picks it. He's only got 34 health. Almost railed twice there in that run. Luckily, has a teammate supporting him with the sharp spears.
That's perfect play by his teammate.
50's up. Yep, really good play. Gonna get the ammo as well.
Red,
and the mega. Hello, ka-ching. Let's move out and beast it, some boy.
Oh no.
Wow. Pretty unfortunate.
I wouldn't call it unfortunate. It was just really good LG by Brescia and then a teammate with a rocket in the back.
Got him in that back.
Yeah. Backfighting. That's all the game's about. Look at the score of some of this.
Closing in.
Yep.
Impressive. Excellent.
They've just stolen that red away from Team Evo as well, so for the next 20 seconds they might find themselves a bit short on armour. Because Ellie, of course, due to that, another chance to maybe get in on the red and steal that away again, or get it for themselves without dying. Chubbs kind of stole it and died that time, but
just
you'd rather steal it and dive and not get it at all.
Prepare to fight.
So have a look at some of the pickups. 12 to 1 on the megas for Ellie, 13 to 6 on the reds in favour of Evo, 13 to 3 on the yellows for LE, which you'd kind of expect holding that side of the map. So probably LE on top at the moment in terms of those pickups.
Sure.
But 4-0 on quads.
Yeah, I thought the power would be Team Evo's strength on this map, and it's the reason why I have them just about favourites.
Quad up in 10 seconds. Evo trying to move in. Good rail from Dance. Another good rail there. 7th impressive. 3rd excellent. Kinko does manage to grab it. He's railable. 79 health. Rail does 80 damage, of course. Mega's sitting on its spot though, and he obviously got the call or just knew when it was up. And now he can move out and get some real frags. And he confiscates a railgun. This could turn out to be an excellent run. He's going to catch 2 of them out here. Dance hit that first rail, could hit the second, decided to switch away. It's probably the sensible thing to do anyway. And they've tied up the game with this 4 frag quad run.
Teams are tied. Blue leads.
Ellie takes the lead. And I think Evo will be kicking themselves at building up a 15 to 20 frag lead, and it's just been all pulled back with only 1 quad grab though for Ellie, so that really shouldn't happen.
No, it shouldn't happen.
Kind of suggests that Ellie's general map play is better than Evo's, but Evo's power up control has been dominant in the first map and now this third map. Obviously had a very clear focus on the quad.
Well, it should in theory be the thing that wins you the game, as long as your opponents aren't too much stronger than you in open play. But it seems like Ellie, you know, they're a very strong team outside of these power-ups, where if they had their power-ups, like, you know, they could have dominated this game perhaps.
So around a 10 frag margin for Ellie. They are in position to pick up this next quad as well. They're blocking it off. But this is exactly the same scenario as the previous quad that they got. All of Evo tried to attack from that shotgun side, and they're just making that same mistake again. Now they've just dropped 2 rails. Spawn's deciding not to pick up that railgun. Presumably leave it for a teammate. A little bit risky, I always find. Just leave dropped weapons when there's nobody in the area at all. But 5 frags on this quad run, and we say you don't see that many frags on quad runs. He's made 6. Could even get a 7th here if he catches up with the player. 7. A 7 frag quad run there by Spawns.
Well, it's big on this map for sure. But you know, it's kind of, you shouldn't be allowed by the other team to get a quad run that big, because you know, it should be easy to avoid quad on this map. All you got to do is make the call, where is the quad, and then, you know, move to a path that's going to make the quad have to, you know, deviate significantly from where they are currently. It's a big map, this, with lots of route choices.
Saw Spawns play for the Netherlands actually recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was very impressive in that, hitting not outrageous stats though tonight. 32 LGs, not too bad. 0 rail is something not to be particularly proud of, but of course we don't. Might have only had 1 shot.
Might have had no shots.
No, because it would say nothing, so you have to have at least
No, it
1
wouldn't.
shot. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. I'm sure it doesn't.
Oh no, that's just on the website, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on the website.
Looks like they might have actually secured this. Couple of easy kills there. Oh, Chubbs trying his nade skills again, supported by Kinku. And they've actually dived in and stolen this at the last second, Brescia, with this quad. I mean, it's still not a massive margin between the teams, so every quad is going to be so important now.
For sure it will be.
For show.
Yes, Vlad.
Just having to help up on this one. Good use of machine gun there. That's intelligent play. I mean, it's kind of forced into it anyway by the fact he's only got 6 LG ammo, but that's an ideal position to be using LG at with a quad run, and we don't see it enough sometimes. Or
No.
I mean, often you would have seen a player dive onto that jump pad, trying to force right into their faces, maybe if they've got LG or shotgun, when in fact it might just be better to sit back with the MG, because you don't want to get caught in the air.
Never want to be caught in the air in Quake. Far too easy to hit 100% on people in the air.
It's the trade-off, isn't it, of strafe jumping, that you're going to get there quicker, but you might get there damaged.
Yeah.
Wherever there might be, eh?
There is anywhere you want it to be.
Best spins.
No.
Well, you just said anywhere I want it.
Well, with the proviso that it's somewhere in Quake.
It's gone very quiet all of a sudden on the map. 3 sets of power-ups left. We're following Dan still, 64% rail, 34 LG. Nice pair of statistics there. 18 seconds before this quad. One last red's going to be picked up by the main man, Fears. Switch round to him. Just get shot by a teammate for some reason.
Well, why not?
Have a bit of a laugh. Again, coming in this shotgun position. I mean, talk about a bit predictable. Chubbs manages to grab this quad though, can extend this lead. 13 frags at the moment.
Five-minute warning.
And that's a really nice minute of play also for LE, just extending their lead ever so slightly. Putting the momentum definitely with them as well. That's good defensive play over the red by Evo. Got 2 sets of power-ups left to bring this back. Just under a quarter of this map remains.
Yeah, it's certainly still doable. They can't really let it go much further than this for difference, but for now it's still manageable.
So love to see railgun or weapon pickup stats. See the rails, the LGs, whose favour they've gone.
See how many were dropped as well. That used to be a stat that was so interesting to look at in Quake 3.
Yeah, I mean, I find, because considering the armors, I mean, yeah, great, the armors are going to help you survive a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, they're not getting you the frags, the weapons. And the weapon pickups are far more important to know about than the armors. 15 seconds to the penultimate quad. LE going the same route together this time through that shotgun. Brescia was still following 50 armor. Looks like they have actually secured it. 4 seconds to go.
Good attack.
Till the quad. And there we go. Kinko picking it up. He wants every weapon his teammates have to be dropped. Oh my god. Dan's almost getting a free grenade in there. Mega is going to spawn behind him. Seems like he did know about it as well. Does grab it. Run out of rail shots. Oh. But there it is. Ammunition replenished. I mean, it's like a 20 frag margin for on this map with 1 power up left. This is going to be very difficult to bring back. How have they got to do it?
The only thing they can really hope for is getting the red. Someone pushes out, takes some risks, gets a few frags. But, you know, it doesn't look likely to happen.
They did just miss out on that red Brescia.
Well, exactly.
Grabbing it right in front of them.
You know, LE have got frags to play with at the moment. They can commit to just keep, you know, attacking the red and make sure, you know, they damage it or pick it up or steal it or whatever. You know, they've got some frags to play with. Don't just sit back and go completely passive and, wow, there you go, that's a red picked up by Brescia. Oh, sorry, Chubbs, I think. So, you know, even though he died straight away, it doesn't matter because it just keeps the red away from Team Evo, and they're going to really need that armor to have any chance.
10 seconds to go until this final quad. This could be a good attack by Evo. It looks like Fear's almost left on his own there. No, his teammate jumping on his head
Yeah, that's useful.
to frag the quad, but that's not going to be enough, I'm afraid.
No, 17 frags to find in a minute.
Warning.
Not even the greatest of optimists would give them any chance now.
They need some kind of average Vor level performance, wouldn't they, to bring this one back?
They'd need me at my worst to have any chance.
At your best, they wouldn't even need to bring it back, eh?
No.
There you go. 40 seconds left on this map. 18 frag margin, not going to happen, so after a pretty strong dominating victory, I'd have to say, on the first map by Evo, they're obviously very strong Hidden Fortress players. Losing out on Purgatory to well, exactly the same margin, apparently. And now in dreadful place.
So the thing to point out on DN20, I guess, was the main difference in that map was power-ups. And since that first map, Ellie have really done quite well on the power-ups, so that key difference between the two teams on that first map, yeah, that's no longer there.
Blue wins.
Pretty close 3 maps overall.